So, utilitarianism asks how many human lives can we stack up on top of each other or just feed into this system to keep the machine running, right? It treats humans as empty additive containers of utility instead of irreducibly complex life forms. And this cross-references really well with Daniel Schmachtenberger's multipolar trap. If you've never heard of that, the multipolar trap is when you have all these different agents operating from these different locales, each acting rationally within their local incentives, but then in aggregate, they produce these catastrophic outcomes. So for example, if you live in the Grand Banks of Newfoundland, you may be a fisherman and you just get up and go to work every day, you feed your family, you consider yourself, and justifiably so, a good person who's just getting by. And on a local level, that is what you are. You're just a pillar of your community. But then you zoom out and you're part of the overfishing problem. So what you have in miniature, you don't have at the macro level. The micro does not match the macro. That's the multipolar trap. If you're just a soldier trying to get through his deployment without killing or being killed, innocent enough, right? But then you take a step back. And as a soldier, you're part of American imperialism. You're part of the war machine. This is the multipolar trap. No individual person needs to be evil in order for evil systemically to triumph. And nobody does. You meet people and they're not evil. They're good. Nobody wakes up in the morning and says, I'm going to expand my carbon footprint or hew down the Amazon rainforest. But then in the ordinary actions we take, placing demands on these various industries for our food and transportation and housing, we are responsible for carbon emissions and deforestation. So this is the multipolar trap, widely distributed, geographically diffuse actors just methodically going about their lives, and individually, they're hardly culpable for pollution and ecological decline. But then from a bird's eye view, their actions add up to something monstrous. It's really frustrating how the micro doesn't match the macro. And each individual increment is completely defensible, right? But then the aggregate picture is indefensible. And all you have to do is keep choosing that next inevitable increment. We actually don't have any other choice because you have to get up in the morning, you have to live. But then on this systemic level, it's something horrific. And it's redolent of this Edmund Burke quote. He said, all it takes for evil to triumph is for good people to just do what they do. This is the multipolar trap. It's how civilizations innocently drift toward catastrophes nobody explicitly chose that became nevertheless inevitable.